going to be making Oreo balls. This is super simple, easy dessert, nice little snack that you can make maybe for the holidays. Typically everybody loves it. It's a fan favorite. Super simple ingredients. You don't need a stove, anything like that. Just at least as long as you have a freezer, then you are good to go. So the first thing that you need is a whole package of regular Oreos. And then you're going to need some cream cheese. I got the tub, but usually I will do the square, the one that comes in like the package, because there's 2 in a package and they're already split into 2 8-ounce packages, but there was only this left, so this works out perfectly. It's 16 ounces, but I'll just cut it in half when I do put it into the mixer. And then totally optional, so I'm going to do half and half just so you guys can see what they look like. I'm going to dip my Oreo balls, half of them, into melted chocolate so it gives it a nice chocolate coating. So you just need a little bit more than half of the chocolate if you're going to do half of the Oreo balls dipped. But if you're not going to do any dipped, you obviously don't need this. And if you're going to do all of your Oreo balls dipped, then just go ahead and melt the entire chocolate package. Okay, and I just did milk chocolate. You could do semi-sweet, completely up to you. You could do white chocolate, dark chocolate. And then you're gonna need I just had a regular size cookie sheet, and then some wax paper to sit the Oreo balls on, and then you're gonna put them into the freezer just like this. And that's it. So let's get started. So all I did, I already done half of the work so far of the beginning. You're just going to take your Oreo balls, and in some type of blender, you want to blend your Oreos really well. So I already started doing that. I don't want to put all of my Oreos in at once because that's kind of, that will maybe, I don't want to ruin the blade. So I'm just going to put them in there whole. And then you're going to make sure when you do blend, you want them nice and crushed. You don't want any chunks. It's almost like an Oreo powder. Okay, so in that exact same blender, just going to shake it a little bit so it's not too stiff. I'm going to grab my cream cheese, and I already opened it, and I'm just going to take 8 ounces, so that would be half tub. You want to let it sit out. You want it to be nice and softened so it's easy to mix in the blender. I'm going to get one more scoop out of this. Okay, so that's about 8 ounces. Okay, I'm going to do dough just because it's going to get a little bit thick. If you don't have a lot of settings on your blender, or if you just have a simple 1, 2, and 3, I would do it on the lowest setting so it just doesn't put too much pressure on the blade. Show you the consistency. It's pretty thick. Okay, and it almost looks like mud. So that extra cream cheese, I'm just going to fold it into the rest, but let me first take out my blade. I'm gonna get all that Oreo dough off. So I put it in the blender for probably about, I'd say, 3 minutes. Once I put the cream cheese in, just to let it blend. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take that cream cheese and I'm just going to fold it in, the cream cheese that didn't get mixed. Just going to fold it in, scoop it from the sides. super easy. Alright, then I'm going to come over here. I already laid out my wax paper just to cover my whole cookie sheet. The wax paper is so it's after they freeze, the balls are going to be able to not be stuck to the cookie sheet. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is just get a tablespoon. And your Oreo balls should just be bite size. You don't want them too big, so then you'll have extra. Okay. So we're just gonna put them as a little dollop. Some cookies are slightly or soft, and I will prepare here to 2 balls. I'm going to use them being hot. I'm not going to anymore. I'll open it. Alright, you guys, so that is all I could fit on this cookie sheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick these in the freezer for about 45 minutes. They're going to get nice and hard, and then we're going to take them out and we're going to dip half of them in chocolate, and then I still have some more left over, so I'm going to put the rest in another cookie sheet. Alright, you guys, so it's been 45 minutes. So I took these out of the freezer. So these are the ones that I just did with that other batch that I didn't have enough room for. And then these ones that are more solid are the ones that I'm going to dip in chocolate, just a few. And they're already hard, right, compared to the doughy ones. So these ones are hard. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is with that chocolate, you're going to just get a small pot if you don't have a chocolate warmer. You want to be constantly turning your chocolate, or else your chocolate will stick to the bottom and it will burn. So you want to constantly be moving it. Okay, and you want to melt all of those chocolate chips really well. Okay, so this is simply just melted chocolate chips. I put the fire a little between low and medium. Remember, this is optional. You don't have to do it. This is more like for the chocolate lovers. And this is the part that's going to be messy, so you want to be very careful also because your chocolate is hot. Okay. So all you're going to do is take an Oreo ball, one that is already frozen, and you're just going to put it in the chocolate. Use a spoon to roll it around and then take it back out, and that's it. So for example, here's my Oreo ball. I'm going to put it in the chocolate. I'm just going to roll it around the chocolate. Just get like a nice even coat. And then I'm just going to take it back out and make sure it's all covered. Okay? And I will do that with all of my Oreo balls. And then again, you have another Oreo ball with chocolate coat. Okay, so you could do that to a lot, you could do that to half. You just really want to get a good consistency when you do melt your chocolate. Alright, you guys, and then once you're all done doing that, you're going to stick it back in the freezer for another 45 minutes. Let the chocolate get nice and hard, so it should be like a little bit of a crunch when you bite into it. And then after that, you're going to take it out of the freezer, put them in Ziploc baggies. This way it doesn't get that freezer taste, and you can enjoy. I've also seen for holiday season, you could do white chocolate and make call them little snowballs. Some people refer to this as reindeer poop, just because of the way that it looks. I've also seen people put it in chocolate, but also put it in, roll it in peppermint, crushed peppermint after. So get creative, especially because it's the holidays. Alrighty, bye Cougars.